Hey, are you waiting for someone? The last bus on this route left 2 hours ago. I know. I'm not waiting for anyone. Then why are you still here? Viz. I have nowhere else to go. I have a guest room. It has a lock on the door. My daughter's asleep upstairs. You don't even know me. No. But you've been sitting in the rain at a dead bus stop. I think we can figure the rest out later. A single father finds a blind girl abandoned at a bus stop. What he discovers will shake him to his core. The rain came without warning. One moment the night was calm and still, the kind of silence that settles over small towns after 10 p.m., when the diners shut down, traffic fades, and the only sound left is the wind brushing through the trees along Route 9. And then suddenly, the sky broke open. Late September in western Pennsylvania had a way of doing that. Fast, heavy, and completely indifferent to anyone caught outside. Marcus Hale noticed the rain the way he noticed most things these days. Quickly, practically, with the efficiency of someone raising a 9-year-old alone. His mornings started before sunrise. His mind carried a list that never seemed to shrink. School by 7:45. Work call at 7 o'clock. Groceries. Bills. Forms. Responsibilities. Tonight he was driving back from his hardware store. Inventory had run late again. He was thinking about whether he'd signed Lily's permission slip, and whether there was anything edible left in the fridge. That's when his headlights swept across the bus stop at the corner of Route 9 and Clearwater Road. He almost didn't stop. He would think about that later. How close he came to just driving past. To being too tired, too distracted, too caught up in his own life to notice. But he did notice. And what he saw made him hit the brakes. A girl sat perfectly still on the metal bench. Rain pouring over her. No umbrella. No jacket. No reaction. She looked mid-20s. Blonde hair plastered to her face. A thin linen dress. Completely wrong for the weather. Bare feet against wet pavement. Beside her sat a worn brown suitcase. And leaning against her knee, a white and green folding cane. That's what stopped him. Marcus parked the truck and stepped out, ignoring the rain completely. He walked toward her, and stopped just close enough to be heard. Hey, are you waiting for someone? She turned her head toward his voice with careful precision. Her eyes were open. Pale gray. Almost silver. But they weren't focused on him. No, she said calmly. I'm not waiting for anyone. The last bus passed at 9. I know. Rain poured down between them. Do you have somewhere to go? Pause. Not long. But long enough. Not right now. Her name was Sophie Callahan. He learned that in the truck. After she accepted his offer with the calm of someone making a decision, not accepting charity. He carried her suitcase. She took his arm without hesitation. Like she'd done it before. She moved through the world with quiet efficiency. Not helpless. Not grateful. Just practical. She was 26. Blind since 19. A degenerative retinal condition. She explained it the way someone might explain a change in routine. The cane, she said. Ambutech folding model. Then after a pause. You handled my suitcase like it might break. Sorry, first time. Most people's first time. And then softly. Thank you for stopping. The rain kept falling as Marcus drove. He turned on the heat. Her dress was soaked through, though she hadn't complained. Where were you going? He asked. I had an apartment. Birchwood. And the landlord took it back. Gave me 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's not even legal. Probably not. I just didn't have the energy to fight it. He didn't ask more. When they reached home, he sat in the driveway for a moment. A stranger. Inside his house. With his daughter upstairs. Was it the right decision? Then he thought about the alternative. Leaving her there. In the rain. It wasn't a choice. I have a guest room, he said. You don't have to stay. But the offer's there. You don't know me, she said. No, he replied. But you were sitting in the rain at a bus stop that doesn't even run anymore. We can figure out the rest later. Something flickered at the corner of her mouth. Okay. Lily found out the next morning. She came downstairs at 6:32, right on time. Marcus knew her footsteps by heart. She stopped at the guest room. Then walked into the kitchen. Sophie was already there. Dry clothes. Coffee in hand. Calm as ever. Who are you? Lily asked. Sophie. Who are you? Lily. Why are you here? It was raining. Marcus exhaled quietly at the stove. The story came out in pieces over the next 2 days. Sophie didn't volunteer much. Marcus didn't push. 8 months ago, the nonprofit she worked for shut down. She lost her job. She had savings. She used them. 37 applications. For interviews. 0 offers. People don't know how to interview me, she said. They either ask the wrong questions, or none at all. Or they've already decided before I walk in. It's exhausting. What did you do there? Marcus asked. Audio production. Editing. Accessibility review. Pause. I was good at it. He believed her. In just 2 days he'd seen how she moved, how she listened, how she adapted. Quiet competence. Even Lily noticed. By the second morning, Lily was asking her questions about Braille echolocation guide dogs. Endlessly curious. And Sophie answered every one of them. Patiently. Marcus stood in the doorway, watching. Something inside him, something long closed, shifted slightly. On the 4th day, everything changed. Marcus was in his office when his phone rang. Unknown number. Pittsburgh area code. He answered. Dr. Patricia Wren, the voice said. From the Wren Castillo Visual Neurology Institute. She'd been trying to reach Sophie for weeks. She found Marcus' number listed as a secondary contact. Marcus froze. Secondary contact? Yes. She listed your hardware store 18 months ago when she enrolled in our clinical trial. Marcus sat down slowly. Clinical trial. Gene therapy. For retinal degeneration. We've had results, Dr. Wren said. Pause. Better than expected. Marcus swallowed. What does that mean? 3 out of 5 patients have regained measurable vision. 2 exceeded all expectations. Another pause. Sophie's scans show similar changes. We need her to come in immediately. Marcus went silent. She doesn't know, he said. We couldn't reach her. She's here, Marcus said quietly. That evening he stood in the doorway. Sophie sat on the floor with Lily, listening as Lily read aloud about marine life. Completely focused. Completely present. Sophie, he said. She turned toward him. You're home early. I got a call. From Dr. Wren. Everything about her stilled. She wants you to come in. The results. Don't, Sophie said softly. Don't say it unless you're sure. She said the scans show changes. Silence. Sophie pressed her hands flat against the floor. Grounding herself. Okay, she whispered. Lily reached over and placed her small hand over Sophie's. And for the first time, Sophie broke. 2 days later they were in Pittsburgh. Marcus waited for 2 hours. When Sophie came out, something was different. Not gone, just changed. Dr. Wren stood beside her. The treatment worked, she said. Recovery will take time. But her prognosis. She smiled. It's very good. Marcus looked at Sophie. I can see light, she said softly. Just around the edges. But it's there. He didn't speak. He couldn't. Marcus, she said. I listed you as my emergency contact, before I even knew you. There was a form. I didn't have anyone. I didn't think it would ever matter. It mattered, he said. Yes, she whispered. It mattered. Outside, the river flowed through the city, unchanged, unaware. But inside that moment, everything had shifted. Marcus thought about his life. His worries. His endless list. And how none of it felt important anymore. Lily's going to want to hear everything, he said finally. Sophie laughed. For the first time. Unfiltered. Then let's go tell her. He offered his arm. He took it. Just like before. And together, they walked into the light. One small act of kindness can change a life. If you believe in that, hit like, share this story. And subscribe for more powerful moments like this.